bringing news that matters to you. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition.
Welcome back. Central Grand Bahama Member of Parliament Nico Grant announced back in 2012 that he will not run in the next general election. And just this week, he re-announced his decision today. Our Talia Hall spoke with residents to get their take on how they feel about this decision.
I now wish to confirm, or reconfirm, that I will not seek re-election in the upcoming general election.
It was the hot topic of discussion for many after F&M Member of Parliament for Central Grand Bahama Nico Grant released a statement on not running in the next general election. Now our ZNS News team spoke with residents on Grand Bahama, and most say they believe Grant made a valuable contribution not only to Grand Bahama but the Bahamas.
I don't believe somebody get elected 5 consecutive times if you didn't do a good job.
I hate to see him go, but everything has its time, and I think he's a smart man. He knows when it's time for him to go.
He's one of the best MPs that ever been in there from Grand Bahama.
He take care of the kids. He contributes so much bucks.
Persons that are trying to downplay his achievements, they only need to go back to the F&M convention several weeks ago and note that the contributions that he made were outlined in his speech.
Now this resident, Doyle Russell, has a different opinion.
For the 20 years that he's been there, Nico Grant ain't do much or nothing. Nico Grant, I'm glad he gone.
Mike Edwards says that Grant will be missed in the community.
He left a very big shoes to fill. And hopefully this will all be over and they can get on, because the country needs steady leadership. Nico, we need good opposition. And I think Nico provided exemplary service in the halls of Parliament. As long as I have been involved in politics, I have never seen the opposition in such a state that it finds itself in today. It's very, very unfortunate because it's not good for the country. The official opposition is supposed to be government in waiting. They have not demonstrated their ability to do that.
Elvis Hepburn salutes Grant, and he says going into the 2017 general election, the nation has to embrace the youth.
So you've got a new voting population from 92 to today. And I think that both parties has to begin to zero in on the young people, on the building a better Bahamas.
It's Talia Hall, ZNS Network News.
Yesterday, ZNS, in particular 8:10 a.m., The Light, began its first annual back-to-school book drive for the week at St. Stephen's Anglican Parish Hall in 8 Mile Walk. Today, we were at the official pickup zone, Evangeline Jervis Outreach Community Service Center. Kimberly Mullings has this report.
Tuesday was day 2 of the ZNS 8:10 a.m. The Light Back to School Book Drive. Radio personality Vanessa Divine Lady Clark went live on air from the Evangeline Jervis Outreach Community Service Center with Community Service Manager Dolores Lockhart, who says the drive is rather timely.
I had calls coming in at my home wanting to know when we were going to have a book drive. And lo and behold, the following morning, here comes Vanessa asking if we can have their book drive here. So it is wonderful, and I hope that you can do it again.
Lockhart says the response has been good so far from donors and also those taking advantage of the items.
Now, in addition to other textbooks, we have composition books, and I'm sure we would have more coming in. We've heard people on their news listening, and they're bringing in donations. As people come in to get the other needs met with food, clothing, and now they see the books, we feel that everything is going to be good for families for school.
Frank's Ice Cream also participating in the book drive Tuesday, donating a number of brand new composition notebooks. Employee Jordan Curry says they are pleased to assist families with children with back-to-school supplies.
My boss, Mr. Frankie Loden, he said he wants to, wherever there's opportunity to give, he tries his best to give. And this morning we came just to donate some books. We know there's a lot of people in need who don't have all of their back-to-school supplies, and the economy was not so good for the past year. And at Frank's Ice Cream, as you know, my boss, he's a giving man. If he can give, he will be doing it, you know. So we just want to just be a part of what's going on here.
Be sure to listen to Divine Ladies Morning Glory Show on 8:10 a.m. and 9 a.m. this week. And remember, donations of all textbooks, new composition books, supplies, and all other school items, including uniforms, are appreciated. Kimberly Mullings, ZNS Network News.
Now, tomorrow's ZNS will be at the Grand Bahama Power Company, so feel free to drop off school items there or give us a call at 352-9713 to schedule a pickup if necessary. In other news, the Grand Bahama Port Authority partnered with Island Outsourcers and ITEL BPO Solutions to establish a contact center education initiative, which was introduced in May of this year. Now, this new initiative will support the effort of GBPA in promoting investment in nearshore information communication technology. Italia Hall explains.
The Grand Bahama Port Authority providing the youth on Grand Bahama with a major opportunity. This initiative will provide students with job readiness skills. Senior Manager of Business Development Derek Newble says he believes this will strengthen the workforce for generations to come.
The contact center industry has been active in the Caribbean region. The efforts that are currently underway by both GBPA and ITEL BPO, we anticipate considerable growth within the industry over the next few years. The initiative is simply this, in a nutshell. High school students will be afforded the opportunity to gain a certification in basic skills that are needed to work in the contact center industry. And that will aid them in addition to the soft skills that are needed to improve their employability skills.
Training and Developing Officer at Island Outsource ITEL BPO Solutions, Trika Mulling, says she's very excited about the new program.
It is a real-time, no-cost solution in terms of filling the workplace skills gap that we find in the targeted seniors, transitioning them from high schools into the workforce. Additionally, as the Port Authority seeks to actively attract the additional investment opportunities into Grand Bahama in forms of contact centers, the CCEI is that necessary preparation to ensure that we successfully capitalize on those opportunities as they arrive.
Principal of Sunna Baptist Academy, Merton King, says the school has already implemented the class into their timetable. Business Development Officer at the GBPA, Glendia Sweeting, says teachers at each school on Grand Bahama will be trained on how to use the program to teach 12th grade students in the new school year.
We are looking forward to inviting the principals, the vice principals, and the trainers from each school to be present at the Pelican Bay Resort this Wednesday at 9:30 a.m.
Upon successful completion of the program, graduating seniors will become certified and will be given the opportunity to be a part of the emerging BPO industry. Italia Hall, ZNS Network News.
And now it is time to ask the doctor.
Hi and welcome. Sally T. from Nassau asked, what is the Zika virus and what can I do to prevent getting it? Your question is so timely, Sally, and thanks for asking it. The Zika virus was first identified in 1947 in the rhesus monkey and subsequently identified in humans in 1952 in Uganda and Tanzania. It is presently circulating in the Americas, including the Caribbean. The virus is spread by the bite of the infected Aedes mosquito. Pregnant women are especially advised to be extra careful not to be bitten due to the risk of their baby being born with birth defects. Symptoms include sudden onset of high fever, joint pains, muscle aches, pain or redness to the eyes, and weakness and swelling of the lower limbs. Prevention strategies include covering all containers that store water, emptying all standing water, wearing long, light-colored clothing, using mosquito repellent, screening windows and doors, and burning coconut bark or mosquito coils. So if you or someone you know have any of the symptoms I mentioned, please see a doctor immediately for an evaluation. If you have further questions regarding the Zika virus, please email AskTheDrBahamas@gmail.com. I'm Dr. Monique Pratt, and this has been Ask the Doctor.
Stay with us to check on sports when we come back.